Cancer. Welcoming the Cancerian Collective. I welcome you here to receive messages from Spirit about where you find yourself on your spiritual journey right now and about your relationship. Our relationship with everything is symbolic, is a physical representation, a symbolic representation of our relationship with money, love, or abundance, love, family, tribe, and those sorts of things. And so your relationships are most definitely an intricate part of your process, of your spiritual growth, of your spiritual journey. I find that when I have people coming to me for coaching or for readings, it is usually around the area of relationships or money. They've become desperate in either area, and the messages and their journey is never about that specific thing or figuring out how to fix that specific relationship, but the keys to how to heal that relationship provides you with the keys to your growth and your evolution. So everything works hand in hand, nothing is separate. Everything is connected, and Spirit wants me to channel and bring you these messages from the tarot today, and we're going to see why. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at just messages about your spiritual journey, where you're at, and any advice that can help you at this time. And then also what's happening in your love crossing. A love crossing can be with someone that you're in a relationship with, but you're going through a tough time. You're finding that some things seem to be missing. You're needing clarity. You're needing answers. It could also be with someone that you're not in a relationship with, that is not in your life, but you feel you're drawn to them spiritually. There is a soul connection, and you feel like there is something there that Spirit wants you to be aware of, or that is meant to serve you on your journey, to help you either close karma, overcome certain blockages, or to let in what it is you've always wanted. Okay, so we're going to take a look at that. Alright, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you find it, that's when you're meant to have it. Okay. If you enjoy the energy, please don't forget to like and comment. I love to hear from you guys. And if you're interested in a personal reading, you are welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. Okay. You've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flames burning. We give thanks to Source, the Divine, that which we call God, all the goodness in the universe. And we give thanks for that constant stream of well-being that is always finding its way back to us. For giving me the opportunity to bring these messages for you, to be a medium, to channel these for you, and to bring you the guidance and information that will help you and serve you on your journey today. Okay. What is this reading? What is this message about for Cancer with regards to their spiritual journey? Where does Cancer find themselves at the moment? There was a relationship that you held very, very dear as a child. It was the friend you spoke to when you were little, when you felt afraid and you felt lost. That energy is resurfacing for you. That could be Jesus, that could be a spirit guide that shows up in another way, that could have been a grandparent, an aunt, a mother, a father, who is, the energy is very much is not in the 3D, so I would say they're on the other side now, but this relationship was very, very dear to you when you were little, and you drew a lot of strength from this relationship, from having conversations with them. And it feels like they are or have become an imaginary friend. Imaginary as in, I know you are here even though I cannot see you in the 3D as a physical person. And what a lot of people might not realize, people who don't have the gift of sight, who don't see spirit, is they might expect that when we see spirit, that I see another man or woman sitting in front of me here as in another person. But they do look different to other human beings, and that we know the difference. Okay. What is it that you want Cancer to know about their relationship? What is it about this relationship that we want to shine a light on, Spirit? There's this feeling of, I'm definitely seeing somebody feeling very alone and very, very I won't say it's, I'm not feeling somebody lost in complicated grief. I'm feeling somebody, you're just feeling sad about the loss of relationships. And you do feel abandoned by someone. And I can't help but feel like for some of you, this person is also on the other side. But it's not necessarily, it just feels like they're miles away for some of you. That they might as well be in another realm. And what Spirit is showing me is that you and this person were just two very different species. The way that you were comfortable existing, it's as if I'm being shown one person is comfortable existing in the village or in the city with other human beings, and that's where they thrive and they navigate that like a mouse or a rat or a cat or a dog, right? Whereas, and then there's this other person that exists in their emotions more and more in water, where there is some, where the water supports them and they have buoyancy and they're just used to that environment where they can survive on land, but the water is their natural environment. So it's as if you and this person were trying to establish where your natural environment is, not only in the 3D, but energetically, just in how you perceive the world and how you navigated the world, and you couldn't find common ground because you existed in and you felt natural to such different worlds. There's no doubt, Cancer, that you are feeling very, very alone right now, and that I think there's some emotional support that you are longing for. You might think it's support in general, but it's you don't really need the other support. It's the emotional support that you are really, really longing for and missing at this time. What else? I'm going to take a look at what Spirit wants you to know on your spiritual journey right now, where you find yourself at. As I said, that there is a childhood relationship of a loved one that you lost, that was a very part of you, big part of your childhood, or perhaps when you were little you could see Spirit and then that went away for a bit, and now you're finding that it's coming back. But your gift of seeing and connecting to Spirit seems to have been reawakened. And you are receiving guidance. What else is it that you want my Cancerian collective to know about their spiritual journey and what's been happening for them spiritually, energetically? All right. This past loved one showing up as a spirit guide or the spirit guide or the ascended master, whatever it is for you, is showing up in your experience more prominently for the following reasons. Number one, your vision. There are things that they are going to show to you that needs to be revealed to you, that needs to be stripped bare, truths that are going to come to light, that are really going to be a lot for you to process, and they're coming to be a part of that journey for you so that you're able to receive the greatest benefit from it. There is a tendency, Cancer, to get really, really caught up and locked in on certain aspects of of the information, certain aspects of a situation or a subject, and you can then become a little bit, you can excessively focus on it, become a little bit obsessed about that, replay it in your mind over and over, and then there are 6 or 7 other aspects of the very same subject that you're missing completely. So you're going to find that the information is going to be coming to you and smacking you in the face full on. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot for you to process, because you're going to feel compelled to figure out, well, what is it I'm supposed to do with this? And that's not the point. How is it that I want to respond to this, and how much of this am I simply meant to accept? The second reason why you've got this beautiful friend, non-physical friend, accompanying you so closely at the moment, Cancer, is because there's something to do with the mother figure. And I think that relationship, new aspects of that relationship, new information and new ways of looking at it and seeing it, new understandings have come to light about your mother and your relationship with your mother, and how much of it you were never ever going to change, and how much of it you struggled with and would have been easier to let go. It's this wave of it just is, and I didn't see and understand that it just is, and I accept that, and I can respect that, and this is how I choose to respond. But your relationship with your mother has been at the heart of stability for you. You've struggled to obtain and maintain a sense of stability, either in certain relationships, but there's been, and around money, because of the karmic cycles that needed to be closed with the relationship with mom. Some of us think karmic cycles being closed means finding a way to get rid of somebody, finding a way to shut somebody out of our lives, and that's not what it means. coming into the highest perspective, embodying the highest frequency and vibration on that subject and in that relationship, and doing whatever it takes, dying to certain parts of self, letting go of certain things, whatever it takes to achieve that. Healing, taking a look at it a million times, revisiting it over and over again to find better ways to process it. Having, all of those things. I think that you are coming to realize that there is something about your relationship with your mom or this mother figure, and the relationships that romantic relationships that you've been having. There is some commonality. The third reason why this beautiful non-physical friend is here to support you at this time and to guide you very, very closely is because you're coming into a type of milestone, a type of puberty, a type of awakening when it comes to matters of the heart, self-love, and what love really is, and setting yourself free from the idea that if you don't have that specific thing, and if things don't look a particular way, that everything's all wrong. I think, and I know that for women, we have been sold the fairy tales through what we watch, and what we tend to be romantics at heart. And we've bought into the narrative that everything we do is to become the fairest, most admired, most beautiful woman that we can be, so that a good man can come along and decide that we are worthy and then give us the life we deserve. And it doesn't matter how far we've come with feminism and how much we've done for ourselves, there's always that little girl inside that is hoping for that. And what happens in our journey through rediscovering what love is and sifting and sorting through our beliefs and our perspectives about what love is, we come to grow. We come to learn and realize that nobody can give me the life I deserve. I've got to create the life I deserve. And I've got to become my own hero, and I've got to become the greatest lover of my soul and of who I am and of my life. And then somebody who has been able to establish the same for themselves in their own capacity will naturally come into my experience and be a match to who I am. And that's why you have in tarot the king and the queen. You don't have the lost peasant and the king. Everything's got to match energies. And from one energy to the next, there's a natural progression. You go from the 4 of swords to the 5 of swords. You go from being completely still and absent and trying to avoid a situation to declaring war on it and wanting to fight things out to establish your position and your place in life. And from that, you go to the 6 of swords, where you realize that the best thing to do is to surrender, and so you progress. Everything in life is a natural progression. And even with the tarot, there is a natural progression in that takes place with the energies, in whether it's mentally, whether it's around your money and your material wealth, whether it is around your emotional well-being or your passions and your behaviors. You're coming into maturity. And it doesn't matter what age you're at, you might have already thought about the fact that, why have I not gotten there yet? I should have gotten there a while ago. Your time is your time, and now is the perfect time for you. You're coming into maturity, and you're being handed your keys. So I don't know what the traditions are everywhere in the world, but I know amongst my community in South Africa, it's the so-called colored community, the First Nations people. We're descendants of the First Nations people, the Aboriginal people of South Africa. We have a tradition that might have come from many different cultures, because we are an amalgamation of many. When you turn 21, because in our community it's believed that you only become an adult when you turn 21, not when you turn 18. And when you turn 21 on that birthday, there's this big celebration, and you are usually handed a key, which is in essence, this is your key. You're responsible for your life, you're responsible for your choices, you're responsible for your actions. You hold the key to your destiny. And that is the maturation that you're reaching now in the area of love. It's a coming of age. And along with this milestone, it's a releasing yourself from a karmic tie, an old karmic tie, a large karmic wheel, but also what you might have considered to be a feeling of being cursed in the area of love and relationship. Okay, so that's quite powerful, quite incredible, and this is exactly why this guide is here with you, walking beside you constantly, keeping a close eye on you. Beautiful. Any other messages you want to give Cancer about that? What is it that Cancer can do to line up with this, and to embrace and to let in this support and this guidance and these key areas of their life at the moment? Okay. All you have to do is step your vibration deeper into love. That ties in perfectly with the progress that has been described here. And the card that you have is the pyramid. And for those of you who don't know, some scholars, some researchers that have been sharing information about what they've come to realize the pyramids were really built for. I was watching Billy Carson, and one of the things that he was describing, and obviously I'm not going to say it in, I'm not going to have the perfect wording that he had, but the way I understood it was that the pyramids were designed for, to harness energy, to channel energy in a particular way here on Earth, and to achieve certain things between this world and planets out there. So the pyramids had a lot to do with harnessing energy, and helping people to reincarnate, moving their soul from one body into the next, in essence, and extending lifespan here on Earth. So it's as if you're taking a new breath. You might feel like your life is over in a particular area, but it's not. It's as if you new breath is being blown into your lungs, and all you want to do is line up with the vibration and frequency of love. Elevate yourself with love all the time. Elevate yourself. Where am I on the subject? Love or irritation or anger or frustration? No, I'm not in love. Let me find my way there. Okay, beautiful message. This is very, very deep. Cancer. Right, let's move on to the relationship stuff. What is happening in this relationship, in this connection for Cancer? What is it that Spirit wants her to know? Okay, there's a stairway with two possible doorways. They both look fairly pleasant. So it's not an easy choice to make. It's not an easy distinction, because they both look like they could be fairly pleasant. You don't really know what is on the other side of these doors. And you are making the choice at the moment. Look, it makes sense to me. There is a split, right? The one that seems to be drawing your attention most, and this could be a choice between two people, this could be a choice between giving a connection a go or not, or staying or leaving, whatever the case may be. But what's drawing most of your attention is a bit of a ticking time bomb, is what Spirit says, and leads to hardship. What about the other? What about the other door? What about the other option? Secrets are unlocked. Okay. And that leads to that's not a great outcome either. That leads to having to say goodbye to something or someone because they're a snake. So what I'm getting from Spirit is that you should not be making any choice at the moment. You should not be making any choice to invest in anything at the moment. You should just be in a place of receptivity. You should just be with your imaginary friend, focusing on these three key areas in your spiritual life. Just enjoying your life day to day as you can. Don't make any decisions, don't make any choices around either of these connections. The one is just going to be a hell of a mountain to climb, lots of problems and issues that come up ahead. That is not going to be as a result of you or this person being a bad person, but it's just going to be a matter of, I could have seen this coming. And the other one is a lot of secrets, a lot of loss, a lot of grief, and realizing they're a snake. You're asking Spirit, what path should I choose? What choice should I make? What is my choice here? And Spirit is saying, don't make a choice. Don't make a choice. Don't buy into anything. Focus on yourself. Focus on what's happening here. If somebody comes to the table and offers you something sweet or something nice, appreciate it, enjoy it, and make nothing more of it. But you're trying to make some sort of choice around your relationship, and maybe your question is, should I do this, Spirit? What would the outcome be if I do this? And what would the outcome be if I do that? And both of them take you to a place that is unpleasant. because you're trying to negotiate your reality by offering an action, when what you're supposed to be doing is focusing on yourself, your own process, spirits communicating with you all the time, what is happening for you in your journey, and trusting that this person or these people, they're going to do the same or not, but that they will determine what the outcome's going to be for them. It's about saying, okay, I don't need to make anything happen here. I'm okay with how things are. How can I be okay with how things are? I'm in this indecisive place where I feel something's not quite right and I'm not sure if I should make this decision or that decision. And Spirit says, well, that's your problem. You're trying to control the outcome. You're trying to control things here. You're trying to make something, trying to assert something into someone or your own reality, when you should be trusting the process. Take a step back and just trust that what must be will be. And if you do that, and you and fear rises up, but what if that happens? Then that's what you want to work on. You should, what choices these people make or this person makes should be relevant to you. And if you're in a place where, well, it can't be relevant to me because they're living in my house, or because I'm supporting them financially, or because, why are you doing that? Unless this is your dependent, your child. And if so, the next question is, are they supposed to be supporting themselves? You can't say, I love this person enough to trust that God loves them and that the universe always has their back and that they have their inner guidance system that is always leading them in the perfect way. But then when you imagine that the path that their guidance system leads them down does not include an outcome that you think would be nice or want, then suddenly you feel, well, then that's wrong. Maybe we need to try and avoid that. That's ego, you know. So you want to surrender. You want to get to a place where you're comfortable regardless of what choices, what happens here, whether this person naturally gets taken out of your experience or whether or not they climb their mountain on their own and then offer you a relationship or a situation that where the mountain is already behind them, or where you're just accompanying them on the hike. You're not guiding them on the hike and forcing them to go on the hike, and then they're miserable and they don't enjoy the journey, and then they're moaning at every corner, and because they're negative then they sprain their ankle, and then you're going to patch them up, and then you're stressing about whether you're going to make it to the other side before dark, and if not, the dangers. And that's what we do in relationships so often. Okay, what else? You're in a situation where somebody is not able to be completely devoted to you, where you might feel like that they could be betraying you with their actions and with their focus and the energy and the attention that they're giving you, because they're divided. Their attention is somewhere else. This is somebody that wants to move forward in life, that knows that they can have the life and the future they want with you, but is still overly attached to the past, old ways of doing things, old beliefs, old ideas about themselves, a lot of the old stuff that they're still trying to work through and wrestle through. And as I said in a channeled message that I shared with some of my viewers today in another shorter video, was the question you want to ask is not, what does this mean now? Does this mean this is a bad person when I thought they're a good person? Does this mean that I need to stop loving this person? Does this mean I need to get rid of them and push them out of... What action should I take? And what does this say about them? Instead of asking, what does this mean? Ask rather, How am I responding to this, and does it feel right? Does it make me feel sad? Does it make me feel angry? Does it make me feel confused, bitter? Does it make me feel a little lost? Does it make me feel unsteady and unstable? Then I am responding to what is being presented to me from disalignment. I'm not responding to it from my higher perspective. I am not responding to it or looking at it through the eyes of my soul self, the part of me that is God. How do I get to a place of respect, acceptance, and just love from here? And that doesn't mean I'm on board with everything you do. That doesn't mean that I still want you to sit next to me on the throne in the place of my emperor or my king, because maybe that's not a fit for you. But it means that wherever it takes you, whatever that means for you, I can respect it and I can love you. I don't have to agree with everything you say. I don't have to agree with all of your opinions. But my response is, what is it that I want to bring to the situation? And if I feel that this person was not honest with me, then I want to bring honesty to the situation. And I can only do that by being honest with myself. Looking at this person in their fullness, as the masks come off and as they are honest and truthful about how they see the world, how they feel about themselves, how they feel about me, they express that through their actions. And based on all of this truth, if I take myself out of the situation, based on all of this truth, if I were to consider the seat beside me, and the role that that person would play, and the energy that that masculine would embody, he would be an emperor or he would be a king. I'm a king. I'm a queen of cups, perhaps, and a queen and a king of pentacles might be a great fit, or a king of swords might be a great fit. But this is a page. It would be unfair for me to expect him to sit on that throne or even to offer it to him, knowing that a page would feel very much out of their depth on the throne of a king, wearing a king's crown, because they have to have a particular mindset. They have to be in a position where they've been groomed to become king. They understand their role, they love their place, and they have value systems that are complementary to mine. And those are the kinds of things you want to be honest with yourself about if you believe that honesty is what's missing and that's what you want to bring to the table. If you find that what is missing is perhaps self-love, maybe honesty is there. Maybe he's already got the crown, but there's no self-love. Then self-love is what I want to bring to the table. You start with you. You understand? That is your message. That is your message, Cancer. And it's a beautiful, deep message. Whatever it is you're seeing in this relationship, there is you looking at two options with this person. If I do that, or if we do that, how would it look? Or there are two choices. If I stay with this person, or I choose to date other people, or you take it as it resonates for you. You know what that choice is that you've been pondering upon. Making a choice is not going to serve you now. Choosing a stance, choosing how you show up for you, choosing where you invest your energy is what's going to matter. And where you invest your energy, if you can just establish, okay, with this person, what is it that I feel would add value to this situation? What is it that I feel is missing? Oh, there's that one word. How do I bring that to the table? Start with me and then bring it in that way. And then the rest of my focus, now that's sorted. I know who I need to be. I know what I bring to the table when I come here. And the rest of my energy goes to me. The rest of my energy goes to these 3 areas in my life that I am balancing out at the moment. 2024 right now. In 2025, the shift would be complete. We are completely embodying our 5D reality or perspective, or we are completely embodied in the 3D world and where that's going. Everything you do right now is in preparation for that. You don't want to waste your time on focusing on unnecessary things where you have no power anyway. You want to establish what is the energy I want to flow in this direction, what is the stance I want to take here that's going to serve this person and me in the highest way. Done. I've got that sorted. Every conversation I have, every action I take, every decision I make around this person has to embody that frequency of honesty or of self-love or of whatever it is that's coming up for you. And then you go back to these 3 areas in your life that you are elevating and upgrading. Go back and re-listen to the video so that you can be clear on that. Make notes if you have to. Cancer, this is a beautiful, deep message from Spirit. You are so loved. And if you'd like to take a closer look at your situation, a personal look into your situation, this is a general message. Not all of it is going to resonate with you. And perhaps you need more clarity. You're welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. If you'd like to get coaching, I can help you with that too. How to navigate your journey, how to embody, the energy that you are wanting to embody, how to show up in the energy that you feel is going to serve your highest good. I can teach you all of those. My email is in the description box below. If this message resonates with you and you find it to be helpful, please comment and let me know. I love to hear from you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. All of your interaction on my channel helps this channel to grow and to make it possible for people who need to receive these messages to have access to them. Whatever you choose to do, beloved, do what is best for you, and I will chat to you guys next time. Love and light. Bye now.